An environment says a lot about its inhabitants' way of life. It can better or deteriorate our health and overall well-being. There are several factors that can determine how good or bad an environment is, such as public and green spaces, airborne pollutants, public infrastructure, energy consumption, climate change, and so on. Every environment has pros and cons, tailored specifically to the people and activities carried out. Our case study is Kaduna State, which is located in the northern part of Nigeria, West Africa. It is the fourth largest and third most populous in the country, covering 46,053 kilometers square. Kaduna is witnessing a change in urban and development planning with new infrastructure such as malls, roads, and institutional buildings. The ongoing development has made life easier but is lacking in efficient mass transit systems. Mass transit systems in Kaduna include small buses, taxis, and auto rickshaws. These auto rickshaws are the main means of commuting and is called napep, which runs on petroleum. According to Kaduna State Keke Association, there are about 17,000 plus napeps in Kaduna State, which operates for about 9 hours a day, which is 540 minutes, and averaging 60 passengers a day. Even though it is the most utilized form of transportation, a lot of times it is difficult for drivers and passengers to find each other, which leaves the driver driving around constantly in search of passengers. It takes about 10 minutes to get a ride and in some cases up to 20 minutes. According to terrain.org, the average napep produces about 3.72 tons of carbon emissions annually. For a state like Kaduna that has 17,000 plus napep, that's 3,000 tons of carbon emissions per year, which is a lot. Our plan is to reduce this by connecting riders to passengers with ease and efficiency. A large number of drivers have smartphones, whilst a reasonable amount of the population in Kaduna do not have smartphones. While some do have smartphones but do not always have access to the internet, these are the main reasons that have hindered transportation via ride-hailing applications, as we have seen with previous attempts to do so. To this problem, a physical means can be used to connect riders with passengers who do not have smartphones. This physical means comes in form of a modified street light, which was conceptualized from a northern musical instrument used to send messages called the Sarewa. This Sarewa acts as the body of the street light with overhead solar panels in form of our Arewa logo, which is our means of identification and pride in our country as northern Nigerians. These poles contain a modified Android device that has a pre-installed ride-hailing application called the Sarewa network and will also be installed on the driver's phone, which at the push of a button contacts the nearest driver to the Sarewa location. This aims to reduce the standard searching time from 10 minutes plus to about 6 minutes or less, which amounts to a 30 to 40% reduction thereabouts in searching time and a massive reduction in working hours in achieving the same daily goals of each rider, which amounts to a massive reduction in daily carbon emissions. The unit cost of a single device is about 150,000 naira, which is $300. One of our goals is to produce in large quantities to reduce the unit cost overall. We showed some riders and passengers our idea, and this is what they had.
My name is Mr. Christopher. I'm from Kaduna State here. Yes, I drive Keke Nape, also in Kaduna here.
Okay.
In the morning, 7 o'clock, I leave the house. I drive my Keke Nape.
So what do you understand by the Sarewa?
Sarewa?
How do you think it helped your job as a teacher driver?
So to make our job very easy for us, by going to a particular place to pick a passenger, as we are moving there, you are sure that there will be passenger there. When going around by ourselves, sometimes we are just trying to gain up luck. As we are moving, we might pick passengers. Sometimes you will not even get the passenger, and you will be wasting your time. But with the help of this Sarewa now, you just your fuel will not be wasted. Yes.
So what do you think the passenger experience will be?
They will be the best people. It will be new to them.
Okay.
As we start, you look at it, achieve it. It's not going to be easy for them because a lot of them don't have an address. That they will know a solution to their problem has come. All these they are suffering, standing, waiting, has stopped. Now, once they are in that position, they know somebody is coming to pick them. And this program will help both the passenger, both of us driving this taken up. I pray you people will bring the program. We are highly waiting for people to come.
Thank you.
UNEP Executive Director Inga Anderson has talked about how we fail to act early on climate change and how cutting down emissions for the betterment of our environment and world at large is a must. Even though developed countries will have to reduce their emissions quicker than developing countries, every contribution is a contribution, which introduces the second phase of the Sarewa, which is to eliminate the use of petroleum napepts for electric napepts, which are rechargeable to further reduce our carbon footprint, improve air quality, and indirectly reducing health costs significantly. Do you describe sustainable transportation as the transportation that better integrates the economy while respecting the environment? We recognize that we cannot eliminate carbon emissions at once, but carrying it out in phases will enable us to carry out the project in a sustainable manner. Sustainability is a very important factor in the world we live in, but creating solutions that are humane better encapsulates what longevity is all about. The successful adoption of the Sarewa within Kaduna as our immediate environment can lead to adoption of this device in parts of Nigeria as a means to connect riders to passengers, not just to auto rickshaws, but to all transportation systems without the use of smartphones for the average user in a more sustainable manner.